everybody. It's day 91 and the theme today is Italian cathedrals and churches. So as I had made this collage early on in the 100 days, and I have this book cover and I have lots of just Italian stuff I've been collecting through the 100 days whenever there's been an Italian style of day. What I did was I took one of these and I scanned it in, my collage. Just put those over there, scanned it in, and I made it a sepia collage, sepia. And there is a cathedral already here, and I thought that I would just put over a couple of things. So I've got, this is a plaque with Agnus Dei on a cross. Glancing over at my computer, looks like it's a door of a church. I've got a crozier from one of the churches. Just going to cut it. And so I've actually made these images sepia as well to put in on this sepia printout of my collage. Just thought I'd put them on to make it, just get a bit more of the iconography on this collage. And this is also, the crozier is, that's just crozier head from some church or other. And this is the chalice of Peter of Sassoferrato. Sassoferrato? Yes. My computer's a bit further away. I'm just glancing at it to get these details. Oh, I hope everyone's well. It's been an interesting day. I ended up going out to my studio in Woodend with my friend who rents the front house. I took my cat out to keep him company, but it was probably, I'm quite happy to let him have my cat for however long he needs it. I didn't realise what a bad way he was actually in, so just being on his own for a while. So I ended up staying the night, and I do have a bedroom there. I do have a mattress on an old camp bed. But I tell you what, I generally don't sleep with the cat because she wakes me up a lot. But we had, he'd wanted me to stay because that was fair for the cat to, you know, just to become acclimatised. And if she was going to be out there for any length of time, that was kind of important. Just trying to work out how much. Right, I am. Oh, I'm going to cut this down. So she was incredibly good. The cat was so good. She slept on the bed most of the time, but she did get to 3 o'clock and decide she was hungry, so she mucked around a bit. And then when I didn't react to her, she went back to sleep for a while, which was good, because in the old days at the old house, she used to between 1 and 6 a.m. every half an hour she would wake me up, smashing on the blinds, doing all sorts of things, being very naughty. And what happened was that in the end I was just woken up so many times. I was just a nervous wreck, and this went on for 4 years. I let that happen for 4 years. Can you believe that? Now that I look back, I go, why did I put up with that for so long? That was just ridiculous. That was crazy. And the only reason would be that, you know, I guess I didn't have another option. I had nowhere else to put her. At that house, there wasn't really anywhere else for her to go, and she was my cat. Anyway, so when we moved to this house, well, we had a rental house, and so we put up with her shenanigans there too. But when we moved to this house, I was able to, I was able to put her in the garage every night, and that made all the difference. I started getting my sanity back and getting some sleep, because she's a lot older now, and I'm going to Mod Podge these because I've Mod Podged on the cover and it's made it quite hard, like a cigar box. I'm going to do the same. Be quite a hard cover. It's not going to be a floppy cover at all. What do I need? Brush. Yes, so anyway, I stayed the night out there. I did get pulled over by the police on the way, actually, now that I mention it. They had a massive roadblock because Woodend is kind of on one of the roads where you can, you know, head up to New South Wales, and of course we're not allowed to go from state to state. And he'd had a COVID test, so I knew he was safe, and we knew we were going to socially distance. Yeah, I didn't have the best sleep in the world, because I've sort of got a little camp bed, and I ended up at 3 AM when I couldn't sleep, and Amelia started doing her shenanigans, taking the, you know, the bunky bed thing off the, what's it called, like the fold up mattress on wheels. I ended up taking the mattresses off and folding that bit up and putting it out in the hallway, so as I was flatter on the floor and hoping to have a better sleep or a bit more sleep. And I did in the end. In the end, I did fall back to sleep till 7 AM or something like that. Anyway, then I woke up and he sleeps. He has a different sleeping pattern to me, my friend. So he sleeps, you know, 2 AM to I don't know, whatever, after lunch, something like that. So I woke up early. The internet wasn't working. I hadn't taken any extra stuff. My phone was, for some reason, not connecting to the internet. And I thought, at 7:30, what am I going to do? He might not wake up for hours, and what will I do? I didn't bring anything. I wasn't expecting to stay the night. I was just expecting to be able to take the cat out and drop the cat off, which was a bit silly of me on that occasion, because that was unfair. She hadn't really been out there or warned about what might be happening. And in the end, I just went, oh, I'm just going to have to go home. I haven't bought any spare clothes or have a shower or anything like that. I knew all of this stuff that I do here. My studio's in the, you know, it's the shearing shed in the backyard. So I couldn't actually get out there and do any work because it was 4 degrees, it was freezing, and the shed, I've said it before, has holes in and didn't end up doing it. I mean, I can take, if I'd have thought I was staying for a day or two, I would have taken different art stuff to do, just so I had something to do. I didn't even take my laptop, so I was kind of a bit silly, bit unplanned. Anyway, I came home. That was the point of the story, is that I came home because, and I brought the cat home with me and thought, oh well, maybe I'll be a bit better organised next time. So because my studio's there and it's work, I was allowed to go, even though I didn't end up doing any for now. But anyway, I realised that if my friend, I now have to go back with the cat. So I've been there once and come back another. I'll have to go back again with the cat and stay overnight. So, you know, we haven't gone to stage 4. We're not going to stage 4. Apparently, it's not been announced. The only thing they've changed is said that you can't drive and go to a park for your walks. You just have to stay in your local neighbourhood. But if you're going for work, you're still allowed to do that. Yeah. Anyway, so needless to say, that crappy night. Anyway, the policeman was very nice, but when I said I was going out for work, I wasn't allowed to go if I was going because my friend was in a bad way. I wasn't allowed to go as a support person or a care, to offer care, but I was allowed to go for work. And you know what, I think that's, I know they're the rules, but I have to say, if you know that your friend, who's been a support person to you when you've had a bad time and you've been friends for a long time, is in a mentally bad way, to be told that it was more important that you can drive for work than it was to go for another human being that might need your support. I don't know about anyone else, but I find that a bit, I think that's a bit stuffed, you know. But yeah, we're obviously taking care and we were cautious, and neither of us go out very much at all. So yeah, I kind of find it a bit, oh, that's a bit weird, you know. That's not caring for another human being is kind of a bit stupid. This one's not big enough. I printed more than one out, so I'm just going to get the other one. So I might use I might not use that. I might use the same side. Just move that and do the same with this to cut the edges down. Anyway, so I came home and I felt crap, and I kind of, I guess I got a better lay of the land, you know, how is it if you have to go out somewhere like that for work? That roadblock's been there and it'll always be there, I guess, till the whole COVID thing stops. And I got a better understanding of whether my friend actually really could cope with. I mean, he loves cats, and he'd got his cat from his parents in Adelaide, and it died when he brought it back. So he never really quite got over that. He was a bit devastated about that. So I know that it's beneficial for him to have the cat there. But if his mental health isn't up for looking after a cat, it might be a bit difficult. Anyway, I'll give him a day. I brought the cat back home. I'll give him a day or so and then see how he is and what his thoughts are, and if he wasn't thinking he could deal with it, I won't take her out. like I think I said before, it probably seems a bit of a weird thing to do that. But I don't know. I think people are more important. I think it's, you know, it's a important thing to give what help you can. Probably should do a little strip for this little extra bit there. Don't know how that's going to stick on that material there. That's a bit bulky. This is the way it goes, this way. Got a bigger edge at the bottom. Anyway, that was my little experience for the last 24 hours. So cold out there, 4 degrees. And coming home this morning at like 7:30 AM was, oh, what a frost. What a frost that was. So I've done that weird thing. I've taken this edge and stuck it on there because I had it upside down and I didn't take into account that I was doing it upside down. So the spine obviously is going to be covered when the signatures are sewn in, so this isn't such an issue here. This is like giving it M papers and just actually strengthening the cover. I know it's weird. It's weird just using an old cereal box and finding that it ends up kind of hard, like a cigar box in the end. I don't mind it. I like it. Should have probably used a bigger brush for this. Never mind. Okay. Alright, this is the way the cathedral goes. Up this way. Maybe move it over a little bit. That was the point. It's in here, it's a bit too close. Alright, well this is the inside front cover. So I don't know, I kind of like that for the inside front. paper's warped up a bit. Well, never mind. Here we go. There's that one. And inside the back cover. Still a bit wet. On. Chalice. And the crozier. Well, it does seem like I've simplified today a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, you know, this 100 days, it's long, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's fascinating. There we go. One step closer though to getting this book finished. This junk journal. Okay. My water is it's in the bathroom. Okay. So we now have an inside cover done. We've got pages. That's going to have to dry. Could have used, actually I will scan this one in. Obviously I didn't use it for that, but I can, when you've done your collage, you can scan them in, and what I'll do is I'll make some more sepia, so there'll be signatures, they'll be part of the signatures, but I might scan in this one as well, and I can print on both sides, and then there's a signature ready to be used. I've got the little dresses that I made, because I thought they reminded me a bit of Italian, but they're little clips, like that. I like this one. This was the vellum of the Colosseum. I did actually wonder about putting that one on there. Not sure if it would go properly. So I've got quite a few things that I've collected so far, ready to go. My other collage that I printed out, I've got a couple of pages. I'll add some tea stained paper, but just, you know, just a collection of all sorts of things ready to go for this book. And I've got the little pockets that I made, and I've got some journaling cards, more pockets, journaling card, pocket, journaling card, journaling card, journaling card, journaling card, journaling card, and a pocket. I've got quite a bit to put into this book already, which is good. But now that this has to dry, I think that's it for today. And I'll come back with day 92. Thanks for watching. Bye.